Hello everybody. I need to read what is psychology for you all. This article uploaded and updated by Saul Marklet 2019. Psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Psychology is multifaceted discipline and includes many subfields of study such areas as human development, sports, health, clinical, social behavior, and cognitive processes. Psychology is really a very new science, with most advances happening over the past 150 years or so. However, its origins can be traced back to ancient Greece, 400 to 500 years BC. The emphasis was philosophical one, with great thinkers such as Socrates, 470 BC, and 399 BC, influencing Plato, 428 and 427 BC, 348 and 347 BC, who in turn influenced Aristotle, 384 BC and 322 BC. Philosophers used to discuss many topics now studied by modern psychology, such as memory, free will vs determinism, nature vs nurture, attraction, etc. The beginnings of psychology as a discipline. In the early days of psychology, there were two dominant theoretical perspectives regarding how the brain worked: structuralism and functionalism. Structuralism was the name given to the approach pioneered by Wilhelm Wundt, 1832-1920, which focused on breaking down mental processes into their most basic components. The term originated from Edward Titchener, an American psychologist who had been trained by Wundt. Wundt was important because he separated psychology from philosophy by analyzing the workings of the mind in a more structured way, with the emphasis being on objective measurement and control. Structuralism relied on trained introspection, a research method whereby subjects related what was going on within their minds while performing a certain task. However, introspection proved to be an unreliable method because there was too much individual variation in the experiences and reports of research subjects. Despite the failure of introspection, Wundt is an important figure in the history of psychology, as he opened the first laboratory dedicated to psychology in 1879, and its opening is usually thought of as beginning of modern experimental psychology. An American psychologist named William James, 1842-1910, developed an approach which came to be known as functionalism that disagree with the focus of structuralism. James argued that the mind is constantly changing and it is pointless to look for the structure of conscious experience. Rather, he proposed the focus should be on how and why an organism does something, i.e., their functions or purpose of the brain. James suggested that psychologists should look for the underlying cause of behavior and the mental processes involved. This emphasis on the causes and consequences of behavior has influenced contemporary psychology. The perspectives of psychology, structuralism, and functionalism have then been replaced by several dominant and influential approaches to psychology, each one underpinned by a shared set of assumptions on what people are like, what is important to study, and how to study it. Psychoanalysis, founded by Sigmund Freud, 1856-1939, was the dominant paradigm in psychology during the early 20th century. Freud believed that people could be cured by making conscious their unconscious thought and motivation, thus gaining insight. Freud's psychoanalysis was the original psychodynamic theory, but the psychodynamic approach as a whole includes all theories that were based on his ideas, e.g., Jung, 1964, Adler, 1927, and Erikson, 1950. The classic contemporary perspectives in psychology to adapt scientific strategies were the behaviorists, who were renowned for their reliance on controlled laboratory experiment and rejection of any unseen or unconscious forces as causes of behavior. Later, the humanistic approach became the third force in psychology and proposed the importance of subjective experience and personal growth. During the 1960s and 1970s, psychology began a cognitive revolution, adopting a rigorous scientific lab-based scientific approach with application to memory, perception, cognitive development, mental illness, and much more. Critical critical evaluation Cringe, 1962, accused that a field of study can only legitimately be regarded as a science if most of its followers subscribe to a common perspective or paradigm. Quine believes that psychology is still paradigmatic, while others believe it's already experienced scientific revolutions when structuralism being replaced by Watson's behaviorism in turn replaced by the information processing approach. The crucial point here is, can psychology be considered as a science if psychologists disagree about what to study and how to study it? How to reference this article? If you want to get more information, you have to go to this website, okay, or you come to this website, okay, and these all are related topics, okay. So psychology, perspectives, okay, behaviorism, psychodynamic approach, humanistic approach, cognitive psychology, biological approach, okay, and a lot of, okay, topics. So do come to this website, okay, www.simplypsychology.org, okay, and search what is psychology on Google also, okay. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.